Sup guys, HD here, and welcome back to another movie review.
And today we're going to be doing one. Get it? We, because Venom says we instead of I. No, that's no. Yeah, we're going to be doing one on the new movie that just came out. Well, been out in America for a bit, but it's internationally for a bit. But it just came out the other day. In Australia, Venom the Carnage still got this cup that they give out at the cinemas. So I still have the Venom popcorn bucket from the first movie. Where is that? Gonna be doing a movie review on that. Wearing the Venom shirt as always. Wearing a red hat, red socks hat, the represent Carnage. Because I don't own a Carnage shirt. I'm going to try and do this one a lot quicker than I usually do with my other video, with the other movie reviews, because I feel like I over-explain the detail of each movie I've done. So I'm going to try and not say a lot, heaps less, to the point where it's I'm just bringing up best parts and stuff. Just going to try and take it down a bit, because I don't. The guys who are watching this would have seen it, unless they just don't care and want to watch this anyway for spoilers. But yeah, so I don't need to go explain detail to detail. But anyway, I just want to say this one, to me, it could have been better. It could have been longer. Because it was just over an hour and a half, which is pretty short for a superhero or anti-hero movie for nowadays. We could have seen more of Carnage, probably more fights of Venom and Carnage, because it was all at the end of the movie. Obviously not rush into it, immediately make Cassidy Carnage, but just even if the fight wasn't early in the movie, the fight could have been longer, or something could have made them. It could have helped make the movie longer. So yeah. So anyways, the movie starts off with Cletus Cassidy and his girlfriend, what's her name? I've never even heard of her before until the movie. Shriek, or Frances Louise Barrison. Never heard of her. She's apparently Cassidy's lover. Never knew that. Never saw her in the cartoons or anything. But not bad looking. Just really fucking loud. Imagine her in bed. Oh, fuck that. They're at this orphanage sort of place back in the 90s, before she got taken away to this Ravencroft, which I've heard in the cartoons. Where she, imprisonment, trapped in a glass box that's really soundproof, so she's not going to hurt anyone. Cletus Cassidy gets taken to jail sometime later. He's, I don't know how, but he had an obsession with Eddie Brock for some reason. He didn't know he was Venom yet. He just had an obsession with Eddie. So Cletus has these dead bodies buried around in San Francisco, and refuses to tell anyone, even Eddie, where they are. But Venom figures it out and tells the whole world, I think. And then Cassidy gets sentenced to death. So probably the best idea, because we know Cassidy is a complete psycho, even compared to Venom. I mean, Venom has his limits. He's not. I feel like Venom's not that evil if you compare it to Carnage, because Carnage is just a full on loose cannon. Carnage does not give an actual fuck. Zero fucks about anything more. I feel like Venom. He has some sympathy. He has some self awareness as where the barrier is. Well, there's no barrier for Carnage. as you guys would know. But while Cassidy gets sentenced to death, or just before he gets sentenced to death, apparently he met up with Eddie again and bit him because Venom attacked him, and Cassidy bit Eddie, and apparently the blood, Eddie's blood, had Carnage in it. So probably because Venom is a part of Eddie. So the bloodstreams just shared. Oh my god, that sounds weird. Unless he bit into Venom's bloodstream. In Carnage was apparently in that bloodstream, and it just connected with Cassidy. Eddie's over Venom because, like, you know, like they just have like different, like, they have their different wantings. Eddie's very held back, while Venom's a bit more like he wants to do this and that, like, you know, eat the bad guys. Well, Eddie's like, you don't need to go to that far. So yeah, Venom isn't actually that far off Carnage, in a way. I mean, Carnage would just eat whoever. So a bit off. So Venom leaves and Eddie gets back with his life. And then back at the prison, when Cassidy's getting the anesthesia, anesthesia or something that you I thought only animals get, or I think it was poison or something, I don't know. But Carnage helps him get out of it just in time and fucks up the whole prison. Kills someone even though they said don't have a family. So, like I said, Carnage, no fucks. Gets out of prison. Goes to find his lover at the Ravencroft, and Venom is just out clubbing for some reason. I feel like this movie, honestly, they did make Venom a bit of a joke. It was just I didn't see much Venom in this movie. Like, Venom is not like that at all. Like, I feel like this Venom is is quite a bit off from, like, what he should be. Like, you know, the comic Venom, or the Venom everyone knows. But I feel like the nightclub scene was pretty stupid. I didn't like that scene. And so while Cassidy's on the loose, he steals a car, a nice '66 Ford Mustang, and this is the first time when they're on the road we hear Carnage's voice, and I feel like they didn't do Carnage properly either, because Carnage doesn't have a deep voice. He has like a more, not high pitch, but it's higher pitch than Venom's, obviously, but more shrieky. Well, I feel like this is like it makes it seem like Carnage is Venom's evil brother or something like that. Like they're brothers and not it's not Venom's offspring or son. It's just like, it did make Carnage a bit more terrifying, but maybe that's why they went that way with the deep voice, but it didn't feel too much like Carnage. Like, he physically acted like Carnage, but he just didn't sound like it, so it kind of, that kind of fucked it up a bit for me. So Cassidy goes and frees Francis from Ravencroft, fucks up the whole place, car chase, they fuck up all the cops, and they go to the old orphanage and arrange a wedding. And funnily enough, they're not quite the perfect couple now that Cassidy has Carnage, who, like Venom, is sensitive to loud noise, and we know Shriek streams like 10,000 times louder than an EDM or rock concert, so it doesn't really sit with Carnage very well. As you may watch, Carnage is just like, fuck this chick, mate, you just got me. Okay. So it doesn't really work out at the end between Cassidy and Carnage, surprise, surprise. So I guess Cassidy has his limits as well. And Carnage is just a full-on nut job. No, what? And then Eddie Brock and Venom reconcile go to hunt down Shriek and Carnage at the orphanage, get into the fight we've all been waiting for: Carnage versus Venom. Woo! Venom's a little terrified at first, but he said, "Oh, fuck it," because he gets to actually eat people this time. And he puts a good fight against Carnage, but Carnage just has more abilities than Venom. Like Venom can sort of move his body, shh. I don't know what that was. While Carnage, he can pretty much do that whenever. Like that's how his Carnage's body works. And Carnage is a bit too strong, or just a bit too powerful. And Shriek is hardly in the fight because her powers is loud noise, which Carnage is not fond of. Carnage eventually says the title of the movie,
Let there be carnage!
That Venom eventually gets his way and fucks him up. Well, now he eats his son, which that sounds really fucking gruesome. And gets his wish and eats Cassidy's head. So that's the end of Cletus Cassidy. Rest in peace. That's one thing I forgot to do. Carnage and Shriek kidnap Eddie's lover, Annie, who's dating someone else. It wasn't named Dr. Dan Lewis, to get Eddie and Venom to come fight them, which Eddie was already coming anyway, so didn't exactly need to. But anyway, and then Venom and Eddie take a vacation somewhere, probably Hawaii or somewhere, I don't know, Bahamas, I don't know. And they're chilling watching TV. It's like the end and mid-credit scene. And apparently, they pretty much announced right there that Tom Holland's Spider-Man is coming to Sony. Who would have thought? We all knew that for a while. So, so I can't wait to see how that goes. Sony's Venom against MCU's Spider-Man, who's now going to be Sony's Spider-Man, because Sony doesn't want to give Spider-Man out. And yeah, that's that was Venom. Let There Be Carnage. Like I said, I wasn't very fond in this one. It had its good moments, but I feel like they did soften Venom too much. Like in the first movie, he made a lot of jokes, but the first movie Venom had, I think, mostly more serious moments. But I feel like this movie he didn't really have any. He probably had like one or two, but not much. So I can't wait to see. I can't wait to now see Spider-Man No Way Home. Not only just to see if the older Spider-Mans are in there, but see Tom Holland move into the Sony universe and go from there. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching this movie review. Remember to like, subscribe.
And we'll see you in the next video.
I'm stopping that. I can't do Venom for shit. I can't do any character for shit. Alright, like this.
I'm here.